How's it going, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, and today I have a video for you guys talking about the importance of facing your fears and why it is important for you to achieve your dreams. You guys have to understand that success is psychological, so everything that you go through in life, it all begins within your mind. If you think you can succeed, you're probably right, and if you think that you can't succeed, you're probably right. The mind usually is right either way, if that makes any sense. So it's all in your mind at the end of the day. Whether you think or you can't, you're probably right either way, you know? So it's best to always have that positive outlook on things and know that you can succeed no matter what. Overcoming your fears equals more freedom in basic terms, because when you face your fears, you're no longer held by the mental barriers that you put on yourself whenever you're afraid of something. It restricts you a lot from doing the things that you love doing, such as maybe going out with friends, or maybe trying something new, or maybe going out and trying something that you might have not done before because you're afraid of doing it. So I would say that when you overcome your obstacles, fears, anxieties, all of those mental burdens, you're essentially, what you're doing is earning more freedom for you. Overcoming your fears and obstacles will grant you so much freedom at the end of the day. So I definitely recommend that you face every single anxiety, fear, or any obstacle that is put before you, especially if it's a mental thing. You know, if you're afraid of doing something, go ahead and do it, but do it in a safe and responsible manner so you don't end up hurting yourself or anyone else. But definitely, whenever you do get a chance to, you'll realize that it's a lot of freedom once you overcome whatever mental obstacle is in your way. You know, for me making this video, it's actually hard for me to talk to the camera, but I'm still doing it because I know that the bigger picture is me spreading the message of what I believe. In order to bridge the gap between your current life and your dream life, you must absolutely 100% face any fear that you have that's stopping you from achieving the goals that you desire. Because otherwise, you'll be stuck in the same situation and you will live with regret if you don't face your fears. And I'm telling you guys this from experience, that it's not a nice thing to live with regret. It's something that will eat at you day by day if you don't take care of it. And it's definitely something that you guys have to come to terms with in terms of getting to achieve your dream life. I want you guys to realize that you guys need to be more afraid of what will happen if you don't face your fears and what will happen if you don't take a chance and take a risk, and be more afraid of that outcome than the outcome of, you know, playing it safe and never taking risks in order to get to the next step of your personal evolution. Be more afraid of what will happen if you are on your deathbed one day and you look back at your life and you start to think, damn, well, I wish I would have done this, because now that I look back at it, it's just something that I should have done back in the day when I was younger, and I had the chance to, rather than letting it go. And playing it safe basically is one of your greatest enemies. Comfort is definitely the biggest killer of dreams. You guys have to understand that suffering is a big part of life, and it's necessary, because if we were to always be comfortable and never put ourselves in an uncomfortable situation where we can face our fears, we would never grow as human beings, and we need growth in order to feel alive and to be fulfilled. So I definitely think that suffering is a very big part of life. And, you know, whenever you face your fears, it's uncomfortable for sure. It's also something that you must do in order to get ahead in life. If you want to achieve something, you have to suffer and you have to struggle. It's like a given, you know, you can't have good without bad, you can't have night without day. And it's just something that is a part of life. The only way you will achieve your dream life is through facing your nightmares, if that makes sense. Basically, you just have to be in the trenches for a while in order to succeed, because it takes hard work, you know. Hard work put in, that's an automatic win, as what I like to say. And it definitely holds some truth to that, because, you know, anything that's worth achieving is going to take some sacrifice, and it's going to take some grind on your behalf to achieve those goals. When it comes to me, my personal experience of facing fears in order to achieve something greater, or me looking at the bigger picture rather than just looking at the moment, I would say that recording videos is something that is definitely hard for me, because talking to the camera is really awkward and it's really uncomfortable when you first start doing it. But the more you do it, the more you get better at it, and the less, you know, less of a fear it becomes, and it just becomes more natural for you to speak to the camera. As a matter of fact, you know, as you guys know, I've struggled with anxiety pretty much for the past 4 years or so. And when you have anxiety, you feel like all eyes are on you. But when you start recording yourself and you start going out in public with the tripod and the camera and recording yourself, you know, people get curious, and literally all eyes, they are on you at that point, because people are curious to see what you're doing. and it could make you really uncomfortable. So when I went to the car wash to wash the G35 for footage for a video, it wasn't this video in particular that I was meaning to film for, but it ended up being this video. Anyways, when I was at the car wash filming for the G35, you know, people were looking at me and it felt really awkward and it felt really strange, but I knew that the bigger purpose was for me to get footage for the YouTube channel, and I still filmed anyway, even though it felt really uncomfortable. I gave it my best shot and I tried, you know. So that was me facing my fears and putting myself in an awkward, uncomfortable situation, but I knew that the greater purpose was at hand. I knew that the greater purpose was bigger than my current fears, you know. So always remember, guys, that you guys are bigger than your fears. Don't let anything stop you from achieving your dream life. And remember, in order for you guys to bridge the gap between your current life and your dream life is your fears. And you must overcome your fears little by little, day by day. Just remember to always do your best and never give up on whatever it is that you're currently doing. You guys are bigger than your fears, and remember that in order to succeed, you must suffer at first, and you must overcome that suffering through repetition, through practice, and just get better day by day. Just think of it as taking one step day by day and leave it at that. Because if you think of all of the stuff that you still need to achieve and you're just focused on how much steps you still have to take, that first step that you take is gonna seem like it's pointless to some degree, because you still have so much to go in order to improve. Face your fears. Your dreams depend on it. Whatever you are afraid of, I guarantee you that the outcome of you facing your fears will be greater than if you were to just sit by passively and play it safe all the time. Whatever your dreams are, I guarantee you that they are on the other side of your fears. So just take a risk and go for it. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't. Yeah, without letting this video go on and drag on for too long, thank you guys for watching the video, and I hope you guys are having a great day.